gotta share it too.
Why?
To let people know that we've gone live.
I think in the past,
I guess I
can
do that from your computer, can't you?
Oh
yeah,
when I
it's
work
true.
as a
Well, I gotta go
support
to.
rep,
Let's see. Yeah,
the
let me
most
try
I
this.
ever was able to make was $20 an hour at any company I worked for. So
Cameras are acting a little weird, but
as a customer support rep, $20 is the glass ceiling.
I'm not sure it's not
right.
The USB hubs.
Do you think
the
it's
cameras.
as prominent as it was in like the 70s?
Yes.
Still?
Yes.
Wow, liberal. That was funny, you gotta admit.
There is
you may want to put
a
us on
definitive difference between the elite in the company and how much they make versus the managers in the company, how much they make.
This is nuts.
Yeah. So they're over here making hundreds of $1,000s.
The manager's making, you know,
less than.
Yeah, like
right.
About 1/10 of what they're making.
And I also feel like at some point when you hit that glass ceiling as a manager and there's no other place for you to go in the company. That's it.
Then you settle.
Yeah.
You settle or you go somewhere else.
Move on somewhere else where they pay more.
And you'd be like, yo, I'll suck your dick to get in. I'll get in corporate.
Why is it always sucking dick with you, man?
That's how you get anywhere in life.
I don't suck dick and I get places.
Well, you have a car.
You have a car.
I have a car.
Why are you sucking dick to get places?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't like driving.
I don't either.
How do you think I got here today?
Sucking dick?
Yeah. Gross.
I don't understand.
When we finally kiss goodnight, touching up, yes, right.
Thank you for being
God, that's tiny on that screen.
Travel down the road, back again. Heart is true.
I think Dustin's actually going to be in the chat tonight. He messaged me while I was still asleep.
It's like, man, why was the show not started yet?
Yeah, that's
why. If you threw a party,
I wouldn't come.
And invited everyone you knew.
I would laugh.
You would see the biggest gift would be from me.
Gift
and
like
the card attached
graphics.
would say. I used to watch that with Markham all the time. Thank you for being a friend.
No.
Andrew Gold is the person that originally sung that song. And he died in an automobile accident, I think.
Thank you.
As opposed
Hold
to
on, I can't hear myself.
Motherfucker.
Hello?
As opposed to a stationary mobile.
Everyone else is muted. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Thank you on the Spectrum Man.
On the Spectrum Man?
Yeah.
Why am I on the Spectrum Man?
Anyway, as opposed to a stationary mobile accident.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He said he died in an automobile accident.
Oh my god.
Accident?
I forgot about this. What the hell are you doing, man? I'm fucking shit up, Matt. Give me a sec.
I died in an
automobile.
An accident.
An accident?
I died in an accident.
It's getting worse.
Motherfucker.
Oh god. Look how smooth it is.
Yeah, but look at me. I'm all... Oh, and Alex isn't even there.
Don't worry about Alex.
Alex, I'm not worried about your face.
Hey, how about this on the other screen? Oh my god! Phenomenal cosmic powers! Let's see, going to this. There we go. Oh, I can't tell. Am I touching the moving thing?
Yes. Damn, I gotta piss.
Damn!
Don't get
He's
mad.
like, damn!
Don't get mad, I gotta get piss.
You hung out with Dad too much yesterday. Damn, I gotta piss. Damn!
Yeah, better get out of the way now.
Tell me what to do.
Oh. We waited on you all this time, and now you're like rushing us.
Who let me sleep in?
Motherfucker.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's my fault?
Okay, that's why he's not there.
You didn't set an alarm?
No, I didn't. Because I thought I'd be up by 6.
Okay, well that has nothing to do with me. I didn't let you sleep in. Sucker.
Sucker.
I don't blame you when I'm late for work. You let me sleep in, Matt Thomas?
How the fuck are you late for work? You fucking live in your office.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lately, she hasn't. Because I go in there on days where she's not expected to start later. And she's like, I already messaged people. It's okay. I'm my own person. I can do this shit.
How'd you say that? I don't need a daddy.
I don't know what's happening. That's just... I don't know.
Why are you so tired over there?
What do you think? You and I woke up at the same hour this morning.
Aren't you going to ask me why I'm not so tired?
Because you slept on your flight?
No, I didn't. I told you there was a baby sitting next to me.
Yeah, I figured that would make things worse for you. Because you didn't get to...
I didn't get to sleep. Right.
And somehow you still miraculously woke up before I did.
Well,
it wasn't a miraculous thing. It was
someone being loud as fuck.
The faith alarm.
What? Was it faith or was it hope?
Well, I think it was because of hope, but it was the faith alarm. The farmer in the dale. The farmer in the dale. I don't know the rest of that song.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that was the one I needed too. God bless it. I forgot what I was doing and I forgot.
Okay, Voldemort, calm down.
Almost done with chewing that gum, Shelly.
Whoa, you got a hangover or something there, Matt?
Oh, no, but I was going to ask her because I'd really like for her to finish it before we start.
Look at him trying to be my dad again. Just for that, I'm going to keep chewing.
Oh, yeah? Just for that?
Motherfucker.
Okay. All is fixed.
Why are you always trying to manhandle me?
Well, because it's distracting.
Why is it distracting?
Well, it's going to be distracting to me if you're still chewing on the microphone.
I think we should just
as we're doing our show.
I think we should just tell everybody that Sushi and Alex are not in the same building as us.
Why? Why am I muted?
Because you're smacking on the mic again.
I'm not smacking.
You were. There you go again. God, bitch.
Oh, shit!
That is
you Ori
level annoying right there.
Oh, motherfucker.
Don't you mute me.
Stop it. You keep doing it every time I unmute you.
It's so weird. You and I are smooth, but you look at Sushi and Alex, and they look like...
Don't mute me.
They don't look like they're... they look like they're on location somewhere.
That's super weird.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
All of this shit going, Matt, and we're at 15% CPU.
Oh, that's nice.
What are you doing?
That's not even... Yeah, and it's still the existing Mac Mini over here.
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought you switched it up because I don't see the deck. Oh, there it is. Okay. Because I knew you won't be able to fit both back here. The rack isn't big enough to house both.
Yeah, I didn't think about the way it was mounted when I bought that thing.
Okay, you're annoying the fuck out of me. Shut
I'm
up.
not doing anything.
Yes, you are.
Throw the cup at her.
Yeah.
Throw the cup at her. Nobody will. No jury will convict you.
Good thing you're tongue. I'm afraid I might...
we may have to hit...
Don't rub your shit on me.
It's still...
Oh!
It still says streaming. Here, let me...
Are we streaming?
Starting soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I was
it
thinking
says
about
start.
There.
Yeah, we are streaming.
Oh, we are?
We're live right
We
now.
have been, yeah.
So there
How
goes
long
that.
have we been live?
About
Long
5
enough
minutes.
there, he's smacking and farting over there.
I wasn't farting.
Oh.
That was Alex.
Bull caca.
There's no farting here.
I wanted to resize this. And why do we have the quad view over here? Because that's normally where I look. okay. Oh, preview and program. I see. So it's like looking at an actual control room.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna. Dang it! No, I didn't want to do that.
Oh, that's.
Yeah. No.
No. You're making it worse.
I know.
What? Hit the. All right. So double click on the chat window. Here.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't think it was I didn't think that it was attached to OBS because it was a separate window there, and I just wanted to resize it and make it larger. The chat window, that is.
Well, I don't even know what it looks like when you chat.
Did you say the chat window?
Chat window.
Is that like when you shit your pants but you shattered?
Oh god, the chat window, the window in which I would normally do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see all chat. There we go. All right, I think I have all the tracks ready here.
What is the name of Poland in Polish?
Deutsch.
No. Polski. Polska? You asked this before.
You asked that trivia question before.
It's German.
Yeah.
We. In that exact same way came out.
I know.
I didn't make any notes.
I didn't make any notes. I just have to go by my memory.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I do.
You didn't add the guys in this one.
What?
I thought you added those guys calling you Robert Tuner.
Oh no, I added their voicemail in at the end of our last show. I didn't add them. I didn't add it to the intro yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to get to this for pay.
Still on starting soon.
Kid broadcast.
Occurrence 160 for Sunday, December 5th, 2021, in the year of the ox.
I'm glad when this goddamn year is over.
Greetings, RoboTuner coming at you from the Dungeon and Castle Fujiwa, back again with that low-budget podcast style for your listening enjoyment, amusement, disgust, or all the above. Take your pick. Joining me once again across the table from me is my existing romantic life partner, Sushi.
I'm trying to aggravate. It's working. I've been doing it for the last 10 minutes.
Successfully.
And the lightning rod, Thunder K.
What? That's all you got?
I didn't come up with any notes because I'll get into that.
Oh.
Hold on, we have an issue.
Uh-oh. No sound effects?
No, it's
Audio isn't coming through the... Ah, shit.
No!
Okay.
It sounds like it's coming
From a room mic. Okay. Not from the direct feed.
Yeah, let me check OBS.
Okay.
Sorry, we just, we like to fuck with our machinery in between podcasts, and that's why we're inconsistent.
Okay, I stopped the recording. Just let me know when you're ready. It should be.
Hello. Oh, that's way better. Hello. All right, so it should be USB
let me go back to
audio. Let me check and see what this is set at.
Okay. I usually have it set. Well, actually, no, that's about right because as long as I have it not going into the red, it sounds good on the stream.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it says default device. We'll have to ask.
Okay. Whoa. How the chat window get over there? Okay.
Whoa.
Way better.
Way better. Okay. Okay. So.
That was my fault. Sorry. We changed our primary
audio capture source and did a couple things. Yeah, Thunder K did a couple things in OBS.
Trying to improve the
stream quality. Yeah.
Well, not only the stream quality, but the ability to chat and actually have conversations with people in chat. So we made some adjustments, and I'm hoping that it works out.
Okay, so I'm resuming recording now. And the lightning rod, Thunder K.
Oh,
are you bringing the thunder?
You did all that shit. You forgot to bring up your soundboard. Come on.
No, I had it up, but I got distracted by the sound quality shit. Give me a goddamn minute, man.
Yeah. Don't yell at Thunder K.
Another prematurity.
Premature audio. I don't know where I was going with that.
What's happening?
Okay, there we go. That's putting in the thumb.
Hold on, this might be a little post, but.
Okay, yeah, there's
Sushi's
music.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, get your shit together, Ken.
We're all caught up now.
More like Robo-Tuner. But and then final introduction, we have sitting next to him, Alex the Intern.
Hey.
Yeah. And speaking of getting our shit together, I'm the one that's most guilty of not being it today. The reason is because it's 7:48 and we just got started.
Hey,
and I didn't even wake up till 15 minutes ago.
Turn your mic down.
Dustin says you're way too fucking loud.
He says you're hot.
Oh, yeah. Well,
okay.
Maybe I misread the signals.
Well, my voice actually does carry, so I'll bring it down a bit. All right. Da 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 da. Yeah, it's just my gain. Okay.
What do you have to gain from having so much gain?
That my audio picks up well in the overall mix.
You're right, he doesn't pick up sarcasm.
Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I got about 4 hours sleep last night, so I'll start from the beginning as to why. This weekend, myself and Sushi over there had gone to the city of Palm Springs, California for a workplace retreat. It was actually for her job, her holiday. It was a holiday workplace retreat. We got to stay at a pretty damn cool resort called Las Palmas, where the entire architecture looked like it was a Spanish mission of some kind. And we had dinner served twice, open bar, and some pretty kick-ass services that were also featured on site, like there's an entire part of the building that was a spa.
Now, just so you know, there's a lot of firsts here for me. Number one, it was my first time ever staying at a resort. Number two, it was my first time ever being in California. And then there's a third one coming up that I'm sure you'll talk about.
No. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
The Tran.
Oh, okay.
Did you
What
say
the fuck were you thinking?
The Tran?
No,
Oh, the
tram. Tram. M as in.
Oh, okay,
Matt.
Tram. Gotcha.
Yes. We actually did that on the
I
set.
didn't hear this story, so I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that was basically the point of the whole trip. Well, mostly. So Saturday morning, we actually went up the tram, which is there's an aerial tramway that goes up to the summit of one of the mountains in Palm Springs. What was that? Oh. And what's cool is that it rotates 360 degrees all the way up. And what was the total elevation, Sushi, of the mountain? Do you remember hearing? Wasn't like
I don't know.
7,000 feet at least? I'd still
no
overdriven. Oh, man. Okay. Anyway, it was... Yeah,
what about everybody else? Does everybody else sound okay? Or close? Am I too close? No.
Here, I'll turn down the gain. See, if I turn it down, if I turn down the gain or volume too much, I'm not able to hear myself as well. Anyway. Okay. And now the gain shuts off. So this tram is one that rotates. So this tram is one that rotates 365 degrees, going all the way up and all the way down. It doesn't turn too fast though, because otherwise people will get sick. Anyway,
I will have to say the chat is a lot faster. Do y'all notice it?
It is.
It is. Yeah. I'm usually right up on the mic.
You don't have to eat the mic.
I know, but if I back off, it sounds too distant and starts echoing on the other ones. Yeah. Anyway, first world problems. I'll deal with it later. So, and really, we just went up, took a couple pictures, and then came back down again. And then we had to book ass back to the resort because you had an appointment to get the spa treatment.
Blame me.
You can say dick jokes in real time.
You can.
You can say dick jokes in anyway in the chat.
I don't know if it's real time. I really don't know what the latency is now.
Yeah, with the changes that we made. So, anywho,
like
she was almost
like you just popped it up, and I just said it. So whatever that latency is, that's what it is.
Anyway, so we actually had to book it back because we were afraid she was going to be late for her appointment. They were going to cancel it, but she actually made it on time. Meanwhile, well, she had her spa services done. And no, I'm not going to make the jokes about you getting a facial because I've already done that twice.
Yeah.
What else did you have done besides that?
Did they trim the edges?
I had a pedicure. No.
I wish.
Oh, just for that, I'm going to dreads. Just for that, dreads. Okay? You're welcome.
Yeah. For him or you?
Me.
I'm going to take pictures of that and sell it on my OnlyFans.
No, you will not. No, you will not.
You're talking about dreads on your head, right? Because I don't want to know
have
otherwise.
A penis.
Well, you have pubic hair.
There
you
they
can
are.
dreadlock the penis? How does that work?
No, you're out of control.
All right. You're out of control.
Better yet, I'm going to put tracks down there.
Tracks?
Yeah.
Or like cornrows? Is that what you're saying?
Like the tracks you leave in your underwear?
No, it's where you sew in the hair. Like you braid it and then you sew the hair in.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't either. I really have no idea.
I don't know where this conversation's going, but I'm going to go ahead and...
You know, having to come in...
Whoa!
No. having to, like, listen into this halfway through really confuses me.
Why?
Well, maybe you should stop doing your math homework that you should have already done.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe you should be paying attention to the conversation.
I don't pay attention to you.
Well,
who would want to pay attention to you?
I know.
Gross.
Not nice.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
Meanwhile, while Sushi was getting her spa treatment on, I decided to take a 2-hour trek west and visit our West Coast podcast friends, the Bed Files, in Buena Park. The drive was long. I got to see the mountains for most of it, and about halfway there, I saw a lot of smog in the sky. I just figured it was because of the LA area is infamous for smog anyway, but I just figured that'd calm down since they clamped down so hard on emissions. But what was actually happening were the forest fire or bush fires, which I remember what that's. I I always find it disturbing when a brother and sister want to know how to be each other's
be each other's.
Or
read that correctly, sir.
Hoe each other's private parts are groomed.
And then he corrected, said how.
Well, it's part of their Ho Depot profile.
Gross, no.
Oh, that's your idea, man.
Get nailed.
I don't care what's down there. I mean, I assume.
I was hoping we were talking about this hair.
Yeah, I was hoping we were talking about the head of hair, and we weren't going down a dark road.
We were going down a dark road.
But no, she's like, I'm gonna make my bush into cornrows. Gross. You're absolutely disgusting.
That's
Jesus.
Funny. That's good stuff. That's funny. I disgusted you. That's rare.
Is it?
Yeah. Don't worry,
Are you saying I disgust you all the time?
No, I was talking about him,
Okay.
not me.
Yeah, you better not be talking about you.
So I was asked to get there around 6, and I decided to leave early because I didn't know how bad traffic was going to be, and I'm glad I did actually because there were some pretty bad backups. One of them was 26 minutes that I actually got to see at least a few miles in advance that I was able to bypass thanks to my map on my iPhone.
What's happening?
Did you read the comment?
Sushi's Bush is going to drop a hip-hop album.
Please don't say it. I know what you're
Ooh,
thinking.
push it.
No, I knew you were going to say that.
Push it.
Jeez.
So stupid. Y'all are out of control.
All right. So I arrived in Buena Park about an hour early, but I did that on purpose because I didn't know how bad traffic was going to be, as I was saying. Plus, I hadn't eaten anything since breakfast, and I wanted to experience In-N-Out Burger the true California way before or while I was still in town because I'd only had the Texas equivalent, and I've heard that it's much different. So I drove to the nearest one from his house, which was about 7 minutes away. And it was kind of in the ghetto, too. And I didn't realize that going there, obviously. But by the time I got up to the light and I was about to turn in the parking lot, I decided to turn right back around and go back to Eric's house. Because there was a long-ass line. And I knew that if I got in that line, I was going to be late, and I wasn't going to make that first impression of me being their guest as being late. So, yeah, I got there just a little bit before 6, and the first person I actually meet is Lorinda, who is Eric's wife, and occasional Bedfiles stand-in, as she was the last show that they uploaded before current. Sorry, my brain's still a little foggy, and I'm getting to the reason as to why. Still cracks me up. Yeah, so the first person I meet is Lorinda. She invites me inside, and then she leads me to the back of their house, which their house is actually pretty cute. I think it's around a World War II era house. The smaller ones that you see in Euless. That was around the. No, I wish. Yeah, that was around the time that the mid 40s or so. It looks to be about that era, and a lot of the fixtures in there look to be the original fixtures as well. So she leads me to the back, which behind their house is their 2-car garage, and it's also I guess it may have been a workshop at some point on the left side of it, which was made into their studio, the Bedfiles studio, which you walk in, and it's 2 rooms. The first room is nothing but collectibles and memorabilia, because Eric is a huge fanatic of collecting action figures from various TV shows and IPs. A ton of Marvel, a ton of Masters of the Universe, Ninja Turtles, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Can't remember if I saw any DC or not. Yeah, but he has his entire walls covered with them and a curio case that also has them separated out. I took a couple pictures while I was there. So, yeah, Eric and I were just hanging out, chatting, talking about music and whatnot before the other two got there. Danny and Becky, the romantic couple that makes up the two of the three Bedfiles people. And they arrive, and we start the show a little bit later, and I actually told them that I needed to. I preferred for their show to be done by 9 because I had a 2-hour drive back, and I had a 6. Well, actually, Sushi and I both had 6 a.m. flights leaving this morning. And like I mentioned before, I hadn't eaten anything since breakfast. The original plan was Lorinda was going to order pizza for all of us. She called 2 or 3 different places, and they all had a 2-hour wait. So she decided to get her. She decided to get herself in motion, and she cooked an entire holiday, and when I say holiday, like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner for us, with 2 Instant Pots going at the same time. So, if any of you guys listen to the Bed Files, who I recommend each week in our social media postings, they usually record 2 one-hour shows every time they record, and they release them. They release them sequentially. One the week they record, and then the second one the week after. So instead of recording every week like several podcasts do, they record every 2 weeks and do 2 shows at once. And yes, she is a very badass cook. So by the time we finished the first show, she was already done. I was super impressed. And yeah, she is an excellent cook. She cooked us turkey, stuffing, corn, mashed potatoes with brown gravy, and the best part of it, in my opinion, is pomegranate sauce. Not cranberry, mind you, but pomegranate that she actually picked herself. Yeah, we were all like, man, you didn't have to go through all this trouble for us. She's like, no, it's all right.
Shit, Dustin, you may need to, I don't know, get in the middle of that.
Well, that's another thing I was going to say. That so far, I'm their third podcast friend from Texas that has actually had a guest appearance on their show. First, Dustin and Stubbs were on there a few years ago as JJTM when they were in town for NAM, the National Association of Musical Merchants Convention. And then Susie was on there a couple months ago when she was visiting Cali. And I think it was actually her and her friend that had traveled over there, and they were both on their show. Anyway, so the first thing that they said about me when I was there, or whenever they met me rather, we had our hello hugs, was, damn, I didn't realize how tall you are. I just said to them, I was like, well, I'm not freakishly tall, I'm only 6'2". I mean, because...
Well, I think your body is really long. I mean, your legs are long, but Kim came over here and sat in your chair, and when she sat down in your chair, you had the video camera could just see her forehead. That's it.
Yeah, I do have a long torso, I do admit. So in other words, when she sat down, it was more like this.
Yeah, you had to get lower.
Even
all you could see
shorter.
all you could see was her forehead.
All you could see was her forehead.
That's hilarious. When that reminds me, Sushi, sidebar. When we were talking to your coworkers, they actually had a ruse about you that anytime that you go on live video in your work-related calls, that they can only see your forehead.
That's true. So when we're in Teams meetings,
Microsoft Teams. Yes.
Okay.
For those that may not use it.
Okay.
Some companies use Zoom.
I'll tilt my computer screen, and I'm gonna. My camera is kind of going in and out, but I'll tilt my computer screen all the way back, because if I don't, it's aimed at my boobs. And so I was like, I'm just going to tilt it back, and then all they're going to be able to see is like this much of my head. So.
Hey, but you know what? if you hadn't realized that, you may have gotten a raise a lot sooner.
You're out of control. You are out of control.
I'm done.
I don't even know why you went there. These are my friends. These are not people that I think of in that way ever at all.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I had to go there though.
Okay.
You know I did.
I had to go there. You know I had to go there, Sushi.
I know.
So, yeah, that was the first thing that they said about me. Now, all three of them, and I didn't know this either, they're all under 6 feet. I think their average height is maybe, with the exception, I think Eric and Danny, the two dudes on the show, I think they're around maybe 5'7", 5'8" at the tallest. And then Becky, she's short. She's only like 5'3", 5'4".
I would have been an Amazon.
Oh, I know, because you're you're 5'9", right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been either, just a little, maybe a little bit above them. Yeah, so I didn't know. I thought Eric was at least 6 feet. That's just me. That was just from my impressions from the pictures I've seen of him. So.
Hey, just to go along with what Dustin was saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your Logic Pro line there, and every time you talk, it peaks out.
Oh, I know. That's because my voice carries, and that's actually just the waveform of how it's picking up my gain versus the others. So I can adjust that afterwards.
Okay. I was just pointing it out.
Yeah.
While I was thinking about it, in the middle of the show where it really doesn't matter.
Well, when you put it like that.
So, across both shows, we just kind of chat about a bunch of stuff. They ask what my impressions are of California, which I've mentioned before. This is the second time I've actually visited. The first time was in 2009, February 2009, where I went down for a friend's wedding and went and saw Disneyland. So I basically just stayed in Orange County the entire time.
Yeah, I don't think 2 days is enough of a time to get a good impression of a city anyway, you know.
As a tourist, I agree.
I mean, I do. And I'll tell you why. We were only because, at least this city, because when we flew over it.
And you're referring to Palm Springs.
Yeah, just Palm Springs. We flew over Palm Springs, and all it was sand.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Desert and mountains,
Yeah, desert and rocky mountains. Not anything that was. It wasn't like Utah. When we went to Utah and how beautiful it was, and we were like in awe.
Yeah, but Utah had some other problems. It was very beautiful, and I could wake up to that scenery every morning. But wow, you ran out of stuff to do quick.
Yeah.
I mean, everything else that you could do in Utah, you could do in Texas, like bowling and movies.
Same thing.
I think, it's Palm Springs. I don't know where it is related to anything else. Is it pretty close to the ocean at all?
No, it's 2 hours east of Los Angeles and Orange County.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, also known as Sunny Boner Town.
Where did
Sunny Boner Town?
No. I was thinking, where did the Karate Kid? Where did Daniel LaRusso move? I think that was Fresno, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It'd have been interesting if it was Palm Springs and you could go see the apartment building, because it's still there. The apartment building that he lived in.
In Palm Springs?
I don't know where it is.
Oh.
I think it's in Fresno.
Oh, okay.
That'd have been something to see.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you would have looked it up, there's probably lots of locations in Palm Springs where they film stuff for movies, and you probably could have gone and looked at it. Well, if you had more time.
The name of the road, the crossroad that the resort was on, was Bob Hope Drive.
Oh yeah, and just so you know, Palm Springs is like Dallas-Fort Worth. So even though it's called Palm Springs, they have individual little, like North Richland Hills, Hearst, Bedford.
Yeah, little suburbs. Yeah. Yeah, but it is a pretty small community in comparison. Minuscule compared to Orange County and L.A. County. That's for damn sure. The closest I've actually been
that's
to.
That's for damn sure, Sushi.
Yeah, that's what damn sure. The closest I've been to L.A. is probably Anaheim. I don't think I went any further than that. And I think I passed through parts of Anaheim on the way to Eric's house. So yeah, they're asking me about my impressions of Texas and not of Texas, but California as compared to Texas, and it was just kind of a cool conversation to get their perspective, since the only one of them has been to Texas once, and it's Danny, and it was a really brief visit where his I think his brother or cousin or some family member, he was helping him move into an apartment or house, and I think he said it was Plano. Yeah, it was Plano. We talked about the vast differences in weather and other things. I don't want to give too much away, so you can listen. So the next 2 shows of the Bed Files are the ones that I will be on. It was kind of a cool little basic setup that Eric had in his studio. Nothing as intricate as what we have, and so he just runs it all off his single computer. Just had a single table with four mics and and a headphone amp for the headphones. So, and the thing that they were the part of the show that they were most excited to have me on was their trivia game, also known as Blurt. But because of my guesting, they changed it in honor of me to Stump the Robotuner. And don't ask me if they stumped me or not. You'll have to listen to find out. Giving them all the publicity, and they were super grateful that I even came out, even though I had to drive a little over 2 hours just to see him, and 2 hours back to the hotel last night. And it was right at 11 p.m., maybe a couple of minutes after, whenever I got back to the room, and I just hit the sheets and crashed. And woke up at 3:45 along with this one, because we actually took separate flights. She flew on American. I flew on the airline that I work for. Because
are you allowed to fly on another airline?
Yeah, I am. Well,
I didn't know if it was like,
No, I'm not blacklisted. God.
No, I don't think you're blacklisted. I just mean, like, certain companies say you can only eat here. Don't go to another. Don't let us catch you in another store.
Well, no. That's totally unrealistic, because there are several places that I could go to that the employer that I work for does not have a destination. I was imagining
more like if Southwest went and so did United, would you have to take Southwest? Is what I was.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, and in fact, I can actually non-rev, which is fly and standby on other airlines if I wanted to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and most other airlines use the same service as well too. It's called My Travel, My ID Travel, I think. Anyway, so yeah, she and I both got up at 6:45, made our way back to Palm Springs.
That's 6:45 Pacific.
I'm sorry, no. Yeah, wait. No, it was 5:45 Central Time, 3:45 Pacific Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 3:45 Pacific Time to make it back to Palm Springs Airport, which I think is the smallest airport I've ever flown into, even smaller than Savannah's. It's a pretty kick-ass airport, though. They have a center section in between the gates and TSA security that it's like a totally open area.
It's like under a tent. It's one of those...
or awning, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't call it an awning. You know those big, huge... white tents,
or pieces of canvas that they stretch across.
Yeah, it's like canvas that they stretch across things. So, but it's like really tall. It's like, when you say it was like 3 stories high.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and it's outside. So when you walk out in the sitting room, like where you're sitting to wait for your flight, when you walk out of the doors, you're literally outside. At that point.
Yeah, and there are pet relief areas.
Yeah.
To the left and right too.
So that was pretty neat. I was like, oh wow, this is cool when I got out of the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, because we took separate flights, we had to part ways in the center there. What's weird, they don't have that many gates.
I think they have like 10 gates, maybe.
I think they have close to 20, but still, they're separated in 2 separate sections, like gates 1 through 10, which was a section what you or I were on, and then 11 through 20, you had to walk a couple paces to the right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then it's all set up like a supermarket on the inside, because they have sliding doors in between the areas where you see like gates 1 through 3 over here, and then 6, 7, 8 over here. And you see a lot of birds too that have made their way on the inside. I actually had a couple fly by my head as I was just waiting at the gate waiting to board my flight. So Sushi actually got back at a decent hour. What, you landed at what time, babe?
Oh, I landed at it was like 10:30.
Yeah, and then I, however, didn't land until 1:30, and it took me about an hour and a half to get back home. So when
Did you find your car okay?
Yeah, I didn't have.
I razzed him. I said, "Good luck finding your car."
I had no issues at all with that, none. And then I walk in and I see Thunder K here and his entire family, because today was this occasion of celebratory coinciding with his biological independence. Not his actual day coinciding with his biological independence. That's later this week.
You can't just say we were celebrating your birthday.
Well, no, because that's part of my comedy shtick, is to come up with the most complicated ways to say the simplest things.
You're right. You're right.
Which the Bed Files actually appreciated, because you saw the video that they made and posted on their group chat for their podcast.
Yeah.
Accepting my ask to join them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Dustin from JGTM. Happy vaginal slice born. I almost said bonbon.
Nice.
I'll have to apologize to
how
my
old
mother.
are you now? 50?
Get out of here.
What?
If I'm 50, then you're 60.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's what
No.
I thought. Older sister.
If you're 60, then he's 70.
He's younger.
That
than
doesn't
him.
make any sense.
He's younger than him,
I know.
so you don't make sense. You've got.
Well, you're not.
You know
ten-
what? You've got Grammy logic. Let me tell you
You're
about
not.
Grammy logic.
You're not 10 years older than him.
My mother. Let's talk about my mom.
My mother.
Okay. So I call my mom because I'm there, and I'm like, hey, I made it to Palm Springs, blah, blah, blah. She's like,
when you get there.
how was your flight? What time did you fly out? I was like 12:48, and I said I got, she goes, what time is it where you're at right now? And I was like, it's like 1:30, and she's like, oh, your flight was only an hour. And Jesus.
I did.
Did you shoot lighting out of your
I
mom's
did. I
vaginal
did.
canal as you merged into this world?
I did.
Wow.
And I came out and I was like, bring your thunder!
Is that what you were like?
Shocking.
Anyway, so she's
Bad
like,
pun.
so your flight was only an hour? I said, no, Mom, my flight was 2.5 hours. She goes, nuh-uh, what time is it there right now? And I said, it's like 1:30 something. She goes, see, it was only an hour. And she goes, when do you fly back out? And I said, I fly back out on Sunday at 6 a.m. She goes, yeah, it'll be only an hour. I said, no, Mom, if we use your logic, it'll be 5 hours for my flight. I go, I don't know where your logic is coming from. See, I told you it was only an hour. And she was using the time zone.
Yeah.
She thought she was funny.
Yeah, well, your mom actually has never flown on an airline either.
Right, she
So,
won't.
and she hasn't traveled out of state very much either. So,
Yeah.
She did this
probably
year,
just
though.
doesn't think about the time changes in
She
different
drove
zones.
all over the United States.
She did. This year she drove all over the United
Very
States.
proud of her.
That's true. Yeah, but they stayed mostly in Central until they went through Chicago or Illinois, didn't they?
They went, no, they
They went
they
really
were-
far east, actually.
They went to go visit the mounds, the sacred mounds.
I don't remember that part of it. I remember they
Yeah.
stopped at the Corvette Museum.
They did do that.
That
but
was cool.
That's
Where
because
was the biggest rocking chair in the world?
I don't know. I can look it up real quick.
I want to say that was East Coast.
Oh, okay. All right, so where was I? Oh, yeah.
I'm talking now.
You're looking something
Actually,
up.
you're not talking.
We'll go back to it once you find it.
Okay, all right.
So, yes, we had the usual cake and ice cream. And Thunder K, why don't you tell them about our gift to you?
Oh, I got a really nice workbench. My wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I said, I just want a workbench, something I'm not working on one of those fold-out tables. I can put my my lights on and actually get some work done. So that's what I got, and I got a really nice, what do you call it, a cart?
It's like a toolbox that in a cart.
I got a toolbox and a cart.
In a cart.
In a cart.
Yeah,
As a cart.
Yeah, and they're both steel. Yeah,
It's like
heavy duty.
If you need to go work on your cars, you just roll it out to the car. That's what it is. And you can put your battery on the bottom part if you need to change a battery.
So I got treated really well today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, of course.
I didn't even get to talk about my experience in Palm Springs. It was all about you this time.
It's not your time yet.
I was letting you interject for the parts that both of us were involved in.
He was allowing you to have the crumbs.
All right.
That spilled out of his mouth.
Yeah. So just one last thing. So after we had cake and ice cream, he opened up his gifts. We all took naps. However, I napped longer than everybody unintentionally because I wanted to wake up at no later than 6 or 6:30 so we could set up. So 7:20, Thunder K's wife said, "Matt, you're gonna miss the show. It's already after 7." I was like, "Oh shit, I
Is that
better
what she
get out
sounds
there."
like?
I don't know.
Not even close.
I could give her a Texas twang, but
She doesn't have a Texas twang.
No.
She
Yes,
does sometimes.
She does. She
sometimes.
does.
It's funny.
Okay, so yes, that's all I was going to say leading up to our recording of our occurrence to date. So you go ahead with your impressions now, Sushi.
Well, now she has nothing to say.
Just kidding. So the whole reason we went to Palm Springs is because it was a company Christmas party.
Yeah, your employer's workplace retreat.
I have never met any of my coworkers in person.
The ones on the West Coast, that is.
Yeah, other than the people that work in Texas, because we pretty much are like an entourage. That's what they call us. We're Kevin's entourage. And there's like a total of 4 of us, and we travel from company to company because that's what it seems like we do. But this company that we're at right now is pretty good, and I think I'm going to stay with it for probably the rest of my career, hopefully, knock on wood. But regardless of that, when we flew into Palm Springs, I flew on the plane with my boss's family and one of my coworkers, and we got into the airport, and I was like, wow, this airport's outside. This is pretty cool. You know, I had never seen anything like that. And then I got into a taxi because they don't allow Lyft or Uber in that airport, which is really strange to me.
Yeah, me too, because according to the Palm Springs Airport website, they do offer the rideshare services.
Yeah, it's only taxis.
They need to update that shit then, because that's really going to throw a lot of people visiting from out of state.
They probably have some type of contract with the taxis.
Probably.
Maybe.
So I jumped in a taxi, which I was like, wow, I'm in a taxi. I've never been in a taxi, which isn't anything different from an Uber or a Lyft. And I got to the resort, and they handed me a bag. Now, I've already gotten my Christmas bonus, which was amazing. But I opened the bag, and there's a $100 gift card in there. And I was like, holy crap, what's this for? Well, I have a feeling it was because it was for us to pay for things like food. Because our breakfast, I'll get into that later, it was expensive.
Yeah.
And we were charged for it, by the way.
Okay, I figure we were.
Yeah. So anyway, I get to my room, and it was pretty nice. I would say it wasn't abnormal for a hotel room. It was pretty on par for a hotel room. It wasn't like, I guess I was expecting if I'm staying at a resort, it's going to be extra special and different. I didn't feel like it was. Did you feel like it was?
No, I didn't, except for the copper fixtures in the bathroom. I'm not used to seeing copper toilet paper holders.
Right. And we did have an actual door that we could have walked out of to go to the swimming pool area.
Oh yeah, the back porch area.
So
yeah.
that was the only different part. But it was nice, don't get me wrong, it was really nice. And then so the party, we'll talk about the party. So you and I, we walked in there early because when you got in, I was bored to tears, and I was like, let's go do something. So we walked up front, and we found a bar, and I was like, let's go in and get some drinks. And you were like, okay. And the CEO of my company was in the bar, and you and I were going to order drinks, and he was like, I want to get all these guys drinks, and I'm going to take care of y'all's drinks too. And I was like, oh, thanks. Now, I just met him earlier in the foyer. And
in person, yes.
Yeah, and I was like, hi, Jay. And he was like, hi. And he looked at me like, who the hell am I even looking at? And I said, I'm Shelly. And he was like, oh my gosh, you don't look anything like the videos.
And that gave you a
I was
complex,
like,
didn't it?
Yeah, immediately. Of course, I'm already self-conscious as it is. So I was like, I don't look anything like the videos. Like, do I look bad? Do I look... I don't know. Like, the impression I made was over video. So I'm struggling with, am I making a bad impression now? Like, what is the difference? So
Yeah.
anyway, long story short, we go into the bar. He's there, and he buys us drinks. And so we have a drink there, and then I had a second drink. You didn't, but I did. I had 2 drinks there. So then it was getting around the time for us to go to the terrace, which was on the roof, and this was the first party. It was the adult party. And they had open bar and a taco bar, and just the food was not that great.
It was okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst either.
Yeah, I mean, it was tacos, so we're coming from Texas eating other people's tacos. It's never the same. It's never good. So anyway,
My wife would kill me if I ate somebody else's taco.
Ew. Wow, you went there. So anyway, I had about 4 more drinks. You only had like 1 more, right?
I think I had a total of 3 drinks the first night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And I stopped after the third. I had a White Russian, I had a Stella Artois, and then I had a whiskey sour. And after the whiskey sour, I was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told you I was done, and then I went and had another drink.
Yeah.
I ended up having a vodka cherry sour.
Yeah.
And I should have stopped at the Georgia Peach, but I didn't do that. So anyway, we'll get there. I met a bunch of my coworkers. They're all below my height, all of them.
Which is 5'9".
Yeah, I'm 5'9". I'm not like out of the ordinary type of. I mean, I'm not 6 feet tall, right? And all these people are like way shorter than me, and I was like, God, I feel so tall. Even my boss, like the one I've been working with for a long time.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, he's like way shorter than me.
He is.
And I was like, I don't even know. I said, I feel like a giant right now.
There's one dude that was taller than me though.
Taller
that was
than
there.
me?
Yeah.
Which one?
His name was Sean, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see him the second night. There's Kyle, and he's really tall. But I'm talking about the people that I work directly with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't work with that guy.
I thought you were talking about people in general at the event.
But yeah, in general at the event, there weren't very many tall people there.
Yeah.
So then we went home or not home, but back to the room, and I laid down and I conked out because I was like, I am done for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And you went, I guess did you take a shower or something?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and then when you got in the bed, I was already asleep.
Yeah.
So I woke up at 4 o'clock.
And then I closed your mouth too.
Sucker. So I woke up the next morning and I threw up. I was sicker than a dog. I puked my guts up.
Well, you actually woke up at 4:30 with an awful headache, and I went to a convenience store to get you some Excedrin.
Yeah, and while you were at the convenience store, that's when I.
You said the moment I walked out the door, you started puking.
Yeah, the minute the door shut.
Were you waiting for me to leave?
No, no. It just all of a sudden, bleh. So, and then I felt better, and we slept for a little bit longer. But the CEO of my company, he is a partier, and he's I think he's from India, and
yeah, he's probably Indian.
Yeah,
Jay's probably short for Jai Sakar or something like that. Or
don't start guessing. You don't know.
I've worked with plenty of them.
Okay. Anyway. So he's out till 2:30. So they closed down. They rented the terrace until 10, and then
what do you want?
They went down to the bar downstairs, and apparently everybody filled into this bar, and it was standing room only, because my other coworker Josh, he said that it was so crowded, and he was in the middle and he couldn't move.
Shit.
And it was hot. He said it was so hot, and I was like, I'm so glad I left early. So glad I left early.
I know. I heard that too, Dustin.
Who said them?
I did. I was referring to people of Indian descent.
I've worked with them.
Oh my God. We won't even go there. So, anyway, the next day we went to we rode that tram up into the mountains, which that was a first for me. I've never ridden a tram before.
Put your shit on vibrate.
It was pretty cool because the floor would move around in a circle, but the encasement of the tram stayed in place. So we went in a circle from the floor. And then when we went up to the top of the mountain, it has a restaurant up there, and then it has hiking trails. We weren't prepared to do all that. We just wanted to go up the tram and take pictures and then come back down.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
And we did race, and I did get a facial. I got a chi facial, which I was like, yes.
That wasn't me that snickered. That was Thunder K.
And then I got a pedicure, which was really nice too. And then I went and ate dinner downstairs, and that's where I met my other half of my coworkers because they didn't come to the first night.
Oh, okay.
And that they were the same. I felt really tall, and I didn't stay very long because it was just kind of we ate, we kind of talked, we networked a little. They had some announcements, and then they started blaring the music so loud I couldn't even think or see straight, and I'm like,
or even have conversations, really.
Right,
they must have had a different DJ the second night.
Yeah, it was Norbert.
Oh, no. On Friday, the first night, I saw somebody else working the laptop, and it wasn't him.
I know, Norbert was the second night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
there was.
So Norbert wasn't supposed to. It was his friend who was doing that, DJing, and then I think he jumped in and they did it together.
Oh, okay.
And it was kind of cool. Like, the music he was playing, if I had been less self-conscious, I probably would have danced. Because it seemed pretty fun.
It was clubbing music.
Yeah, but I was at work with my coworkers, and I was like, I'm not doing any of those things in front
Yeah,
of these people.
there's a certain unspoken etiquette that you gotta abide by when you're going to a workplace function outside of the
Well, none
the
of these
office
people
and
were
hours.
abiding by them. They were going swimming. Everybody was going swimming and hanging out in their bathing suits and hot tubs, and I was like, I'm not that person.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about, like, conduct-wise.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I don't think this company's like that. They're California-based. I mean, when we were upstairs on the terrace, how often did you smell pot? I smelled it a lot.
I only smelled it a little bit, actually.
Oh, I smelled it a lot, yeah. But it's legal there, so that's cool.
Yeah,
you know?
I was actually offered to partake in those kind of festivities with the Bed Files people, but you guys know I don't do that.
Yeah.
So I politely declined. But they did offer me a local California beer when I was there. It reminded me of an Angry Orchard. It wasn't bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I did get up. I didn't really sleep well last night. I was up every hour on the hour. From 11 o'clock. That's what time you got home.
Yeah, I want to hear about Matt's rules. Yeah, you have to. No, they're not my rules. She has to follow. That's bullshit, man.
Anyway.
He wants a full list. Not a partial.
Yeah, full list.
A full list, goddammit. He's going to expect me to make one of these next time he has me on.
Rule number 1. Mention my name in every conversation.
Yes.
As Robotuna.
My boyfriend Robotuna.
In my fake voice.
You are not allowed to refer to yourself as Shelley. You must refer to yourself as Sushi.
All times.
At all times.
Yes, and when you leave, you must say Red Pants.
I don't even know my own name anymore. I am Sushi.
And you must mention how big my cock is at every conversation.
Now I sound like I'm Chinese.
I can't do your voice as well.
I know, it's still funny whenever you guys do, though.
Okay, it's funny when he breaks into that because, we're going to stop talking about Palm Springs for a minute. You do sound like this. This isn't a joke. Like, there are times where you break into that voice. Before we started making fun of it, like, you would do that, and I would hear it, especially after I heard Matt Stubbs do it, and I was like, oh my gosh, he knows that you sound like that. And I started laughing, and that's why I'm able to mimic it, because I hear you do it quite often.
And I think it's really subconscious, because in the back of my mind, I know that's how they quote me whenever we go out or just whenever.
No, I think that you do it. You just don't know you're doing it sometimes.
So yeah, it's not all. It's
Just like
yeah,
when
sometimes not all
What
the
is
time.
that one word that you say? And I'm like, really? Oh, bag. Bag. You say
You
bag.
think I say bag?
You
I don't
do.
say bag. I say bag.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I say bag. I don't say bag.
No, I want y'all to listen every time he says bag.
Okay.
All right.
One of these days, I'm gonna look up a rural Pennsylvania dialect and see how close that is to my
Well,
enunciation.
I
That's
noticed-
because your mom's from there.
well, Erie's not rural. That's
I noticed something about him
it's a
today.
mid-sized city.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something I've already known, but
What's that?
there's something a little more sinister about it today. Maybe because he was tired and
Me,
in a bad
sister?
mood.
Oh yeah.
He
was-
jumped on you, didn't he?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I would remember that. No, he was sitting there doing the dishes, and I don't know who he was talking to, but he was cussing at somebody, and then he laughed afterwards like a maniacal little tuner laugh.
Who are you cussing? Probably me.
No.
Fuck that sushi. Fuck that sushi.
No, I just wanted to get the. I just
I heard something like, "Oh, get it your goddamn self."
I just wanted to get the dishes a little bit caught up so we didn't have two overflowing sinks of them.
I just thought it was funny. I didn't. I was not trying to.
I don't know what I might have said, honestly. Hey.
Do it your goddamn self.
Don't you got that?
Do it your goddamn self.
Did you say that?
No.
This is where I was asking you to help me. Because
No, he didn't
Okay,
say that.
all right.
I don't know who he was talking about or even what he was saying. I was just sitting there and, I can't hear, I don't know what it is, but I can't hear in front of me, but I can hear stuff behind me. Mm-hmm. And I heard him mumbling something, and then it sounded like either he was doing a skit in his head
Oh, yeah, it probably was.
or the way he finished it made it sound like he was pissed at somebody. And then he did that little maniacal laugh he does when
Yeah.
he thinks it's something that's really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that I came to terms with this one day when I walked in, and he was laying on the kitchen floor, and he had a wet rag, and he was wiping the floor off, and he was laughing hysterically at himself, quoting different bad lip reading things, and I was like,
Save a pretzel for the gas.
no, I was like,
Yes, I'm
what
ruining
the
it.
hell are you doing?
All day Johnny Gay.
That's Benny Lava.
Right. So
Yeah. Yes, I'm ruining it. I could probably freak on you.
yeah, so there's that. Anyway, I'm done. My story was kind of boring. I thought it was more entertaining than that, but I realized after I was talking about it, it was dumb.
I think that's in your head.
It is.
Self-conscious.
It was
Get over
entertaining
yourself.
for me.
Get over yourself.
Right.
all
Yeah, and my friends at the Bed Files, they said that they missed you because they invited you to.
Yeah.
Hadn't we not been there for your workplace occasion?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I would have come. I really would have, honestly. But I was there for work.
I was busy.
You want that?
You want that?
You want that on the K?
I wasn't invited.
I stuck with the.
Aw.
Some bullshit.
Were you going to drive?
I was going to teleport.
You were going to teleport?
Yeah.
Teleport.
Yeah.
God, that puts my employer to shame. Jesus.
Did it rain over there in California?
Not a bit.
Damn.
It never rains in Southern California.
Now, one thing that's
I was gonna say that he could have just like rode it on a thing of thunder,
That's right.
lightning and
I do
thunder.
that.
Yeah.
one thing I wasn't.
I don't even know where we were. I don't even know if we were in the South.
Yeah, well, one thing. Yeah, it is Southern California.
Okay, great.
Yeah, one thing I wasn't prepared, and that I just don't remember about the first trip that I made to California, was that the sun goes down between 5 and 5:30 p.m. there.
Yeah.
It's like completely dark, pitch black by 5:30. That was so weird to me. That doesn't even happen here during regular or daylight savings time.
Yeah, it does.
Not at 5 o'clock. It's usually closer to 6 o'clock or 6:30.
It was pretty dark at 5 o'clock when we came out here.
Yeah,
I came out here around 5 to put that new machine in.
It
and
wasn't, but I will tell you, it was not as dark as it was in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, the desert, it was like once 5 o'clock hit, it
I have
was
no-
midnight, you know?
Yeah. I've been to California once.
Yeah. But it does get dark here at 5, but our dark is kind of I don't think it ever really gets dark until later in the evening, like dark, like the desert dark.
Yeah.
I guess that's how I'm going to refer to it.
The desert.
Desert dark.
Desert dark.
All right. Well, Thunder K, you got anything else you want to talk about this week, man? Since you weren't here last week because you were ill.
Oh, god dang. He just threw you under the bus.
No, I wasn't throwing him under the bus.
Motherfucker.
I was sick, man. I got your text message about 30 minutes after you actually sent it because I was
Dead to the world.
In and out of sleep, but I don't remember what happened that day. I know I had to do an install at my father-in-law's house, but man, I don't remember what happened. But it's been a rough couple of weeks as far as my house goes. One person or other has been sick all week.
Jeez.
And my son's moving back in next week. He's almost done with a full semester.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Well, that it's really just for the holiday break before you start back the next semester and move back into the dorms. Yeah.
That's good because he's got a chores like a mile high.
Some bullshit. some bullshit.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Fucking making me clean the house the entire time while I'm on holiday break.
I gotta do other classes over holiday break
Oh,
too.
one class. Yeah.
Still.
I gotta recover from my one class.
Recover from one class. Jeez. You're taking a pretty big load next semester, aren't you, though?
Not really, no.
That's not what she said.
Well, I have technically...
And no, I wasn't going there, by the way.
Well,
I was talking about your actual enrollment at your school.
I take big loads every day, but that's besides the point.
You take them? Where do you take them?
You don't even know that. You don't even
What?
know that. Anyway, I'm taking like 17 credit
Jesus.
hours next semester, but like one of them's going to be over the winter break, so I'll really only have like 4 classes next semester.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad.
Dustin says that you take a huge load. I'm curious to know how Dustin knows that.
You know what?
What you're not going to step in the middle and cause a triangle between Dustin and Matt, are you?
Why do you think Dustin actually comes over when we have the podcast here?
Y'all are out of control.
I know he's like bringing you bags and stuff,
I know.
little trinkets.
What kind of bags?
And I looked outside and I was like, since when did Dustin start driving a panel van?
Shit. Damn.
And he's not referring to his work vehicle either. Shit. Okay.
Lord.
That is a joke. Dustin is not a pedophile.
No.
Well, Thunder K is.
Well, he's 18,
Nope.
so
Well, that's true.
he's almost 19.
Yeah, you can hop in any panel van you want. You're old enough.
Yeah.
Woo. Go me.
He's like, yeah,
Hell yeah.
I can get abducted.
Free stuff, man.
Free candy? Yeah.
Jesus.
Yo, y'all got the new Pokemon?
Yo, is that a video game system in the back of your panel van? I'm in.
All right. So
You're
we're
gonna
not
suck my cock. Okay.
we're not doing news today, and we're not doing conspiracy theories
Thank
because
God.
I just don't have it in me.
Yeah.
I mean, I made taco salad, I baked a cake, I made homemade icing, and
I think everybody in the house after we ate, we all took a nap.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Except for the two
and
children.
I flew in from California at 6:00 this morning, so the best I've got is trivia. Okay.
Damn, ain't that the truth, Dustin? Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, Dustin says he'd love to have a panel van for easy drive-bys.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Yo, motherfucker.
I don't think you mean that kind of a drive.
I know.
Okay, after the show, you'll have to tell me what you mean.
Okay.
I'm not sure it's safe to talk about.
All right.
Safe word.
Come on.
Okay. What is a Rocky Mountain oyster?
Robotuner. Bull testicles.
Correct.
I thought those were calf fries.
I don't.
Where the noise?
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
What?
Dry pilots.
How come this doesn't have answers? Oh.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Does it just have like a glory hole in the side and you just kind of drive by?
Oh my god.
It's like a cannon in a van.
What are the answers?
There's a reference to the cannon again.
Okay. How many times does a person laugh in a day? An
Ro-
average person.
Robotuner?
Uh-huh.
60?
No.
I think you've asked this before.
Alex, 6.
No.
They're gay. 10.
No.
All right.
13.
Oh,
13.
hey, I went closest without going over. Does that mean I get the point?
No.
Damn it.
This isn't Price is Right.
What is the Italian word for pie?
Oh, Thunder K 3.14.
Oh, hell
God,
no.
why'd you have to be so fucking specific? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Dang.
I'm not repeating that.
What?
What does that say? Say shooting all y'all in the face like a
Lawn sprinkler.
lawn sprinkler that sprays
Jizz.
Gum.
gum. Sprays gum.
Sprays gum, but with a C.
Ugh.
I see all of us taking cover, and then Alex and ripping his shirt off and getting on his knees.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Yes, Dustin! Finally!
I don't know. Robotune would probably be on that boat, too.
No, I wouldn't.
Y'all be fighting for it. Get out! It's mine! My hit!
My hit. Anyway,
He
Y'all are
walked up
out
to
of
you.
control.
Hey,
Out of control.
dude, you mind if he pops on me first?
you're going to get in trouble.
What is
Anyway,
wrong?
Alex the
You
intern.
are going to get in trouble.
That's what I just said. Alex the intern. Pie.
No, I said, what is the Italian word for pie?
Alex the
Robotuner.
intern. Pie.
No.
Robotuner. Piezo.
Jesu
What
Cristo.
is that?
That's praise.
Why don't you just say the word?
It's spelled Piezo. Piezo.
No.
Okay.
It's pizza.
Pizza. Oh, pizza pie. That makes sense.
He's like, pizza? What's pizza? Oh, pizza pie. Oh, got it.
What the hell is pizza?
What the hell?
How many months have 28 days in them?
Alex the
Robotuner.
intern.
1.
No, you're wrong.
Alex the intern.
You-
Oh, damn it.
All of them.
Correct.
Oh, damn it. Okay, it's one of those.
Fuck out.
It's one of those reverse logic questions. Yeah, I should have fucking known.
There we go.
Except when leap year happens, then they're only. Oh, no, that's 29, not 27. Okay.
What is
yeah,
the
you're right.
main ingredient of Bombay duck?
Robotuner? Is it curry?
No.
Alex the intern. Rabbit.
No.
Bombay's an Indian. I automatically think curry is an ingredient.
What's the question again?
What's
What
the
is
main
the main
ingredient?
ingredient
We've had this
of
question
Bombay
before.
duck?
Bombay duck.
We've had this question before.
I didn't think we had.
Thunder K MSG.
No, it's fish. A Bombay duck is a particularly pungent fish from India.
Ah, so it's like
Grody.
you. Pungent.
Well, okay.
You
You're-
stinky bitch.
You're about to get
We're never gonna get through
disqualified.
trivia if you keep pissing her off.
Yeah.
You're about to get disqualified. Stop touching your
Disqualified.
crotch. It's gross.
Stop looking at my crotch.
I
It's
wasn't.
gross.
I saw your hand inch down there and start caressing your balls. It's gross.
Hey,
Quit doing it.
Hey. Shut up.
You shut up. Let her read the damn questions.
So gross. In which month does the German festival of Oktoberfest mostly take place?
Alex the intern. September.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which movie star
the
entered a
things.
look-alike contest about himself only to come in third?
Alex the intern. Tom Cruise.
No.
Robotuner?
She said what? Movie or movie star?
Movie star.
Which movie
Oh, I
star
know this.
entered a look-alike contest about himself only to come in third?
Robotuner?
Uh-huh.
Keanu Reeves?
No.
No. What's it?
I know this has been asked before.
I don't know. I'm
Shit.
just gonna throw it out. Thunder K. Robert Downey Jr.
No. Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin. That's
Oh,
right.
I
Oh.
remember that now.
I was
Damn
thinking
it.
Dolly Parton at first.
What is the collective noun for a group of pandas?
You've read this too. Ah, shit.
Alex the intern.
I don't
Pandai.
remember reading these. No. I saw these
That was
questions and I
delayed.
was like, I don't remember reading any of these, but I guess I did.
I forgot to even open the app and start off with
Is
it.
that Sonic the Hedgehog?
Where? Are you looking at her shelf?
I like looked over and I could see like the side profile and I saw a freaking JPEG image of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
What was the question?
What is the collective noun for a group of pandas?
Thunder K. Pandai.
No,
I just said that.
It's called an embarrassment. of
Oh, just like
pandas.
me. I have an embarrassment.
Kind of like my career.
Yeah.
Everything.
Who composed? Oh, I didn't know this. Who composed the music for Sonic the Hedgehog 3?
Robotuner, Michael Jackson.
Correct.
Why the fuck do you know that?
That's well-known video game trivia. What?
What? Why?
Why are we looking at?
No. Oh.
Okay. I'm not in on
What?
this.
What?
Why? It would have been funny.
What would have been
funniest shit.
funny? What were you doing?
None of your business.
We're
gonna put your screen on the broadcast as a little joke.
Then we'd be able to see the trivia answers.
And you would have been none the wiser.
How would you see?
Oh,
'Cause
wait,
it shows
wait.
your screen.
Oh, you mean that one? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
who were the first television couple to be shown in bed together on?
Okay. Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz.
No.
What?
Robotuner? The
Uh-huh.
people from the Honeymooners?
No.
Damn it.
Friends.
No.
Fred and Wilma Flintstone.
Oh.
I briefly
What?
saw an image of him.
I gotta make fun of him for a second because this
Oh my fucking god.
this is one of those things that that you see on in about younger kids. So he I don't remember how we got on the subject, but he was I was telling him, yeah, well, when I was a kid I didn't have cable, and he goes, what do you mean you didn't have cable? And I was like, we couldn't afford cable, it was too expensive. And he goes, well, how did you watch Saturday morning cartoons? And I said, we used
Channel
the
4,
antenna.
5,
Yeah, they're on the
8,
broadcast
11.
channels.
Yeah, we just use normal TV antenna. And he goes, well, what's the difference? And I was like,
What do you mean?
one has an antenna and the other one has a cable.
Well, you didn't
One's free, one's not free.
How was I supposed to know that? I've never had to deal with that.
Isn't that funny?
Oh my god, I don't know how to feel
I
about
don't even
that.
know what to say right now. Did you know that there were for decades after TV broadcast stations were set up, that there were only 3 channels that most households could even access?
Yeah, actually, I did know that.
Yeah.
And you know what else he doesn't know about?
Oh no.
Yeah, VHF versus UHF.
Yeah.
Oh, I can believe that. We used to have to, we had 2 knobs. And we would turn the channel, manually turn the channel like this.
Oh, like the 50s.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rotary knobs.
50s.
Yeah.
That was more like 80s, bud.
Anyway, so the top knob would be 1 through 13. And the bottom knob would be all the other channels.
Well, it'd be 1 through 13, and then plus it'd have
And then you have
UHF.
UHF.
Yeah.
And you have to
stick
turn
it
that on
UHF.
UHF, and then you'd have to
Turn
go through
this.
the other
Oh, okay.
50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the VHF stations were the ones that were had the more clear images, but the UHF stations
So,
didn't come in as clear.
My Nana had a remote control. Craziest thing.
Yeah, we were like, what the hell? How
Yeah.
does that work?
It had 2 little switches, and you would push, you push this on one side. It would be for the
You've heard them call it clickers, right?
yeah.
The TV remotes clickers. These actually click.
It was a clicker, and you'd push it to click it, and it would change the knob on the TV, and it would get it to UHF. So one side was for the regular channels, and the other, oh no, it was for all the channels. The other side was for the volume, I think. Yeah. And so it was you had to hit the button. It was 2 different, it was very,
weird.
yeah, weird.
Excuse me. Bless me.
But it's just hard to think about now. Like,
Yeah.
that was so a part of our culture, our lives, that
Yeah.
we just had normal antenna. We watched Saturday morning cartoons, and now the kids have all grown up with, easy accessible, cheap cable, and now it's I can't imagine what my granddaughter's going to come up through, because now we just have Netflix and
All the streaming
Disney,
services.
all the streaming
yeah.
services where they can just get whatever they want now.
Right.
I remember when cable first started coming out with the streaming services, and it was like magic.
Yeah.
I could watch whatever I want when I want without using a
Ooh.
DVD or a VCR. Alex, have you ever used a VCR before?
Yes.
Okay.
Granddad still has a VCR.
Yeah, my daughter grew up watching VHS tapes of Disney movies.
I still have a VHS DVD combo. All
They're
right,
getting rarer.
Yeah. Last question. Which sea
Okay.
creature has 3 hearts? I have asked this one.
Is that okay? A sea urchin?
No.
Robotuner? Is it sushi?
No.
Oh.
That's not a creature. That's
No, you.
Oh.
Alex, you turn, is it a squid?
No. But you're close.
Damn it.
It's
Oh,
octopus.
octopus.
All right, who won?
Robotuner.
Okay.
Oh, I did.
With 2.
You know, I didn't check the mail, so let me check that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, check the mail before we hit our exit music.
Come on. You're so
Why did
slow.
you just ejaculate onto the microphone? That was rather disgusting.
Why are you always thinking
Why
I'm...
do you have to make it uncomfortable all the time?
Yeah, why do you have to make it uncomfortable all the time? The
I don't know. Why do you have to be annoying?
check
all
an
the
email.
time?
Check an email. Check an email. Check an email.
Yeah, he's rushing you. Come on. I don't blame him. You're
no,
being
that's
slow as
from
fuck.
Homestar Runner.
There's no email.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Homestar Runner.
Let's hit this shit. No, that's there. So if you have something you'd like for us to discuss on our show, you can drop us an email, robotuner2020@gmail.com. Call us and leave us a voicemail, 682-325-1379. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram and YouTube at The Robotuner across all 3 platforms. And we are also live on YouTube most Sundays starting between the hours of 6 and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We is out of here. See you next week. Red Pants. Okay, and we're out.
Hey, don't
All right.
stop streaming just yet. I want to see where we are in the podcast.
Okay. Hey, can you stop the music?
Well, no.
Thank you.
Why is it annoying?
Well, I already stopped recording, so I didn't.
Sheila, do you have the feed up?
I can get it up real quick.
Okay. Do you want me to go back to the 4 view?
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just want to see where we are. See how well it kept up. I don't see us in there
Penis.
anymore.
Dustin's still there.
Hey, Dustin, how fast is it?
Yeah, between.
How fast is it?
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
wow, that's pretty fast.
That's like 2.5 seconds.
Oh, wow, that's pretty fast. That's like 2.5 seconds.
Okay, maybe like 5.
Oh, no, it just keeps...
Yeah, it's going through the. It's reverbing. My penis? Yeah, I don't want to know how long the penis is.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'd imagine it's pretty large, though, if you're able to stick it out of a panel van and squirt us down.
Yeah. That must be called hosing.
His balls must be the size of, like...
Grapefruits or something.
He juices. He juices.
Jesus. Super fast. All right, I'm shutting this shit down. Thanks for joining, Dustin, in the chat room. Later.